So today's video almost didn't happen. I set out this morning to make a cute little video about sunflowers and all the different clothing items and things like that you can find on with sunflowers on them, but alas, that did not happen. I sat down to work on the sunflower and it ended up giving me a lot more grief than I thought it would. I have no idea why I struggled with this so much. So it took me forever to get to the doodle portion of this video, and quite frankly, I'm kind of over it. So what you're gonna get today is real time of me doodling the external part of what I have. And I actually do want to show you what I kind of went through to get to where I ended up getting. So this is my first attempt. I don't know if you can see the penciling underneath it, but it at first ended up looking like a carnation or maybe a gardenia. I don't know. It looked like something other than a sunflower. So I kind of reworked it. And I was happy with the shape of the leaves and everything, or the petals, but something just wasn't right. And if you can imagine this outer circle not being there, so it's just those two inner circles, and I realized that that was the problem because sunflowers, the center parts are huge and the petals are actually not that big. So I thought to myself that I could salvage this piece by just creating a bigger circle because, you know, it's kind of that darkish color anyhow. But then I realized that these lines are just so solid and there's really no way that I was going to be able to blend it in properly with it being Sharpie. So I scrapped this piece and I came up with this, which I'm actually really happy with. No, I'm not going to lie. This was a struggle too. I still wasn't 100%, in the beginning, wasn't happy with the way the petals were shaped. But then I started looking at pictures of sunflowers, and they are just kind of this very circular type flower. Like, there's not a whole lot of variation within the size of the leaves. But then I started laying down the color, and I was still kind of apprehensive even with doing the center part. And then doing, I did this orange shading, and then I did kind of this peaches shading. And even with that, I was like, I'm not happy with this. This is not going to be my final piece. I'm wasting my time. But then I started putting in yellow. And I put the yellow in this front row of petals, and things started to kind of brighten up. And then I started to put the yellow in the outer ring of petals, and I started over here, and I'd say about the time I got to here, my mood had completely shifted, and I was just like, wow, this is really cool looking. So I went in and I did the shading with the dark green and the actual coloring with the lighter green, and I am going to go ahead and do the external doodles with my fabulous partner in crime, my chisel tip Sharpie in black. So let's go ahead and start. So there's a valuable lesson, not just for artists, but for everybody in this. And I know I've said a couple times that I'm not a self-help or inspirational channel, but I do want to say this. Sometimes you need to complete the project before you decide whether it is a project worth scrapping. Or for anything, even if it's not a project. You know, sometimes when things aren't completely done, it just seems so messy. And our initial response is that it's not good. But you just gotta finish it. Have faith in yourself, you know? that's the bottom line to it. You just gotta have faith in yourself. So when I was like 12 or 13, I was obsessed with sunflowers. I don't know if any of you watching this were growing up in the 90s, and I don't know. I feel like, I mean, obviously I wasn't the only one into sunflowers, since I was able to buy, you know, well, my parents were able to buy merchandise for me with sunflowers on it. So it was obviously a trend. And I see it coming back. A lot of 90s style clothing right now have the sunflowers on them. But yeah, I was obsessed. I had everything. I had a pair of overalls with this giant sunflower on the bib part. I had a little mini backpack with a sunflower on it. I even had this pair of shoes where there was like this sunflower clip that you put on the laces in the front. I was obsessed, like seriously head to toe decked out in sunflower. Never been to a sunflower field though. Like I've seen pictures where it's just like acres and acres and acres of giant sunflowers. I think that would be a really awesome thing to do sometime. If you've done that and you're watching, please let me know your experience and like where you went, like what state you're in and everything. I'd like to hear. So, little fun fact. This is the 147th thing that I have doodled. Now I've doodled like little cards, and I doodled things where it just did not work out, and so I ended up scrapping it. So I don't count those. But when it comes to pieces that I have completed, and not necessarily just paper either, I'm talking about the clothing that I've doodled, the shoes that I've doodled, the table, a couple shelves, just some random home good things, like everything like that. It's 147, so this is 148. Back when I hit my 100th, I did a giveaway on my Instagram, and I said I would do it again for my 150th, so that will be coming up. So you can follow me on Instagram if you are not already. I will have that at the end of this video. You can win yourself a doodle. So what I did was, when the person, I just kind of, whoever the first person that I added was the winner basically. And I just went to their Instagram and kind of got a feel for what they were into and did a doodle for them, and I think I'll do that again for the next person. I don't know. Maybe I'll change it up. You will have to stick around and see. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. See, this is why you wait. You wait until you are 100% sure that there's no way to fix it before you scrap something. I'm so happy I did not scrap this. So yesterday was National Coffee Day. I drink a lot of coffee. I have to say today, I'm not feeling my greatest. And I will have to remind myself next year to not quite drink as much coffee as I drank yesterday. Alright, we're finishing up here. If you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and do so. And if you would like to know when I release my videos, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, hit the bell icon so you will get notifications. Well, that, my friends, is a done doodle. It was an interesting ride. I'm happy that you all didn't have to see the worst of it and you were here for the best of it. And until next time, take care, and I will keep doodling, you keep doing you. Alright, later.